So we now have the replacement or upgrade to the Galaxy Tab S6 Lite with the new Tab S9 FE. But how much better is it? And if you already have the S6 Lite, should you upgrade? Well, let's get started. No surprise here, but the Galaxy Tab S9 FE is the more expensive tablet, starting at $450 in the United States. The Tab S6 Lite normally starts at $350, but you can find it at several places for probably about half the price of the new S9 FE. You'll also get better storage and memory options with the S9 FE starting at 128 gigabytes or 256, and they come with 6 and 8 gigabytes of RAM versus only 64 or 128 with the S6 Lite, and the S6 Lite only has 4 gigabytes of RAM regardless of which storage you go with. The screen size has increased a little bit from 10.4 to 10.9 inches as you go from the S6 Lite to the S9 FE, and the Tab S9 FE has 1440 by 2304 resolution versus 1200 by 2000 on the S6 Lite. You'll also notice in person how much better the S9 FE screen looks when compared to the Tab S6 Lite. It's a little brighter, has better viewing angles, and it doesn't seem to have the screen bleed issue, which seemed to be a common problem with the Galaxy Tab S6 Lite. They also added a fingerprint scanner on the power button, which is nice to have, something you don't normally see on more budget-friendly tablets. Now, surprisingly, the battery life doesn't seem to have changed much. I ran my typical battery drain test with the S6 Lite, and it lasted 7.5 hours versus only 7 for the S9 FE. Obviously, there's a lot of variables when it comes to battery life, but I feel like you can't go wrong with either, considering they're pretty close. You should have plenty of power to get through a day or two of mixed usage, even more if you turn the screen brightness down. Now, when it comes to software on these two, they're going to be very similar. You get the Edge panel with shortcuts over on the side, the choice of Google Discover or Samsung Free left of the home screen, and the nice thing is the S Pen is included for both tablets, which you don't have to charge on either one, but they did add a spot there on the back of the S9 FE, so you can just attach it right on there, which is nice to have in my opinion. You're also going to get things like Samsung DeX on both tablets, although I will point out there's no video out on either tablet, so you can't just use an HDMI adapter to connect to an external monitor or TV like you can on the more expensive Tab S9 series. One advantage for the S9 FE is it's a newer tablet, so you're going to get more software updates. Keep in mind the S6 Lite is only 1 year old, so it may not be a huge issue for most people, but just something I thought I would point out. Performance-wise, you'll notice a nice jump up from the Tab S6 Lite to the S9 FE. As you can see here in the Geekbench scores, the Tab S6 Lite has the Snapdragon 732G processor versus an Exynos 1380 in the Galaxy Tab S9 FE. Both tablets should be plenty powerful enough to do most things you would need to on your tablet, but things are going to load a little faster and run a little smoother on the newer Tab S9 FE. Now, when it comes to gaming, you'll notice things are fairly close between these two, but the S9 FE is going to have a little better performance and load games a little faster. You also might have a little better graphics on some games, but I think most people will enjoy gaming regardless of which tablet you go with, even though these are more budget-friendly tablets. One advantage you have with the S6 Lite is it comes with a headphone jack, where a lot of the newer tablets like the S9 FE no longer have that option. You also have one speaker on each side for both tablets, and they both have Dolby Atmos. I feel like they sound pretty good on the S6 Lite, but when they're right next to each other, it's pretty obvious the S9 FE speakers sound a little louder and better in my opinion. Here's a quick sample just to give you an idea of what they sound like. The front-facing camera also has been updated to a 12 megapixel ultra-wide on the S9 FE versus only 5 megapixels on the S6 Lite. And then you get an 8 megapixel rear-facing camera on both tablets. I feel like you can use either one for Zoom meetings or other video conference calls, and they both have decent quality for photos and video. But here's a quick sample of each just to give you an idea of what to expect. So as you can see, there are some areas which have been updated on the S9 FE. It seems to have a better screen with better features. It's also nice they added the fingerprint scanner. So if you don't have either of these two tablets, I feel like it's a pretty easy choice. But if you already have the S6 Lite and you're not happy with it, or if you wish it had a little better performance, it might be a good time to upgrade, especially considering you'll probably see holiday sales just right around the corner. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.